Last week I talked about this proverb: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And I utilized the example of walking the dogs. When I walk the dogs, it provides a release of exercise to the dogs, but also for me. Even though that the walk may not be as intensive as my jogs or my runs, I still feel a lot of benefits of just walking together with the dogs. And one thing I wanted to elaborate that I didn't last week was that I started walking the dogs with a different type of leash. Uh, Prior to this week, I walked the dogs with two separate leashes, but this week I tried one leash connected by another extension, like a Y-shaped leash that allows me to use only one leash. And what I found using one leash is that as soon as one dog gets distracted smelling something, the other dog would continue walking and and pull the dog that was smelling something. And what I observed was that the dog that lagged behind eventually forgot about the thing that they were smelling. And it got me thinking, like, maybe when we work together, we make sure we're accountable. We make sure we are on track to accomplish our goal. Like, the one dog that was on a mission to just go through a walk will pull the other dog that gets easily distracted. Because sometimes we just need a little push. Sometimes we need a little accountability to nudge us in the right direction. And I think learning from that walk made me think, like, there's so many things in life that will keep you accountable. Like, I have this weekly competition with my friends that that kind of is measured in points, and every time we do an exercise or every time we move, we gain a certain amount of points for the day. And I feel that it really keeps me accountable for the work that I'm putting in. Lately, I've been finding that I would reach my top set and only do 4 or 5 repetitions. And I'm finding that I'm not keeping myself accountable to working more in my top set range. And I think that's what I will try to do, or try to accomplish, going into my marathon in October. I want to try to push doing a lot of volume in training up until maybe 3 weeks before the marathon, and then at that time I will slowly dial back the intensity of each workout and really focus on more of the running. My running has lowered this week. I was supposed to do a 22-mile run, but ended up only doing 14. The treadmill registered 15, but I would count only what my watch had. And the reason for this lower mileage than my goal was just due to the fact that I wasn't focused during my run. Um, I was only focused up to the point of 15 miles. And after the 15 miles, I just didn't have the grit or the determination to do my 22 that was assigned on the weekend. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I need some type of nudge from other areas, but I still don't feel I still don't feel worried about how my performance is going to be. I just know that every step I take in training has to be methodical. Has to be, are you improving? Are you resting? And overall, is your head in a good space? And those are the 3 checklist items that I always go for. I always want to make sure that my head is in the right place. So this week, I really tried to increase the volume. I even went up to 365 on my deadlift, which I was very skeptical on pulling the 365. I did the 1 rep, tried to go for 2. The second one didn't work. Try to go for 3, or try to reattempt the second one, and still wouldn't budge. Got off the ground, but didn't get the full rep on that one. So here I ended up doing 3 sets at the top load. I would say 80% of my maximum work capacity. I still don't feel comfortable pushing past 275. I would say maybe 295 would be the next. We'll see. I'm not too worried on the squats. I do a lot of other mobility exercises for my legs, and especially with running pretty frequently, and my weekly mileage at like 20-30, I don't have any determination to increase my squat at the moment. So here's my third and last set. Everything felt good. It's a little slow on the way up. I could see how my legs lag behind moving the bar up. But my runs this week, had 3 runs, all pretty low BPM. I've been really more aware of my BPM, and also like how much time is spent in each zone. But my 14-mile run was really spent a lot in zone 2 compared to like my race day. Majority of the time would be in zone 3 or zone 4. That's it for this week, and I'll catch you in the next one.